Then we have exhibitor 103, Reese Gaylord, with Guy Diamond. And Guy Diamond weighs 1393. And then we have exhibitor 102, Brenna Fornwald, with Juicy. Juicy weighs 1,400 pounds.
Living down in paradise. Pour me another one. Make it a strong one. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Just like the other one. Make it a double run. We're gonna cast away tonight. Ride the waves like we're young. 'Cause time flies by and soon we'll be older. It's better to live in the moment. Stuck in the past, fast asleep as the world passes by. The reality is history. On your way, come and cast away with me. The good times are free and nobody can take that away. On your way, come and cast away with me. So pour me another one. Make it a strong one. We're gonna have some fun tonight.
For a little while I'll be a castaway, gonna let the sun shine in.
Just like the other one. Make it a double run. We're gonna cast away tonight.
For a little while I'll be a castaway, gonna let the sun shine in.
Pour me another one. Make it a strong one. We're gonna have some fun tonight.
For a little while I'll be a castaway, gonna let the sun shine in.
Just like the other one. Make it a double run. We're gonna cast away tonight.
For a little while I'll be a castaway.
Make it a strong one. We're gonna have some fun.
For a little while I'll be a castaway, gonna let the
I've been climbing my way through the sky, searching for answers that I'll never find, losing my breath as I fall, learning to fly, letting go of it all.
Thank you once again to DLMS for being here today. For anyone who was unable to attend, today's show is being broadcast live on the DLMS site. So if you have a family member who is stuck at home, feel free to let them know that they can watch. A word from our judge.
Well, a nice way to start the steer show here on the Hereford Influence side. We're going to start with the big black baldy steer. Again, a steer, I think, when you get your hands on him, he's got adequate finish. He just ties everything together throughout his lines the nicest. He'd be a rib or two longer than our second place steer, which is probably where he's going to obviously advances first in the class, just on that added length of rib there on this first place steer. He's extremely sound in structure as well, the steer, which gives him the advantage to win the class. Our second place steer, again, obviously he hits you with the most eye appeal. This steer is so nice front end, and he's so clean throughout those lines. He's just, for me, too bold in his shoulder, and he's really struggling out here to move today. And again, I know these are all obviously terminal animals, but they do still have to get up to the feed bunk every day for water. And obviously as they start struggling to do that, things like they can't gain as much weight, and it's just more stress on them. So again, I really love this steer in second. I just really need to change the structure that this steer is made of. Our third place steer, again, this steer, just really nice steer to look at. He actually surprised me when I get behind him how much width there is behind the steer and how wide he is over his top. He's got enough through that middle third. He's just not as finished as the first two steers. I'd like to put a little bit more rig on this steer on his rib cage as you get feeling this steer, but again, just a really nice steer there in third. Our fourth place, our red white-faced steer here. Again, a solid made steer. This guy's finished, he's ready to go. He just doesn't have the amount of quarter in him as the three do above him. He's got lots of rib shapes and depth. Just like to lengthen him out a little bit and give him, again, just a little bit more natural muscling when you get behind him. Our blonde steer that's going to round out the class, again, get your hands on this steer is ready to go to town. He just doesn't have the bloom in his rib shape. I'd like to lower him in that flank a little bit, and once again, just when you get behind him, he just doesn't have as much width over that loin and throughout that top as the steers do above him, but again, a really nice way to end the class.
Thank you, Judge Jordan. First in that class, exhibitor 103, Reese Gaylord with Guy Diamond. Second in class, exhibitor 113, Carson Piper with Leroy. Third in class, exhibitor 102, Brenna Fornwald with Juicy. Fourth in class, exhibitor 105, Peyton Haslam with Buck. And fifth is Georgia Politza with Biscuit. Coming into this second split of Hereford Influence Market steers, we have exhibited by Reese Gaylord, 104, Big Red. Following is exhibitor 108, Calla Nicholas with Arnie. Then we have exhibitor 111, Georgia Politza's Mumbo. Following is 107, Emma Nicholas with Richard. Then we have exhibitor 114, Austin Knupp with Fluffball. Exhibitor 106, Levi Rimke with Blaze 25F. And following up is exhibitor 109, Jordan Dorrance with BB.
Never concerned where I land. Oh, you lift me up off the ground. Time after time, my love for you climbs over and over and over and over. One day with you.
We'd like to thank LV Farms for sponsoring these two splits of Hereford Influence Market steers.
I'm always careless, never concerned where I land. All I really need is your love. That's all, baby. All It's all that it takes. What can you see from your window? I can't see anything from mine. Flags on the side of the highway, scripture on grocery store signs. Maybe 18's too early, maybe 30 or 40 years too. Did you get your chance to make peace with man before you sent down his angels for you? Mamas and grandmamas love you, 'cause that's all they know how to do. You never planned on the bombs in the sand, or sleeping in your dress blues. Your wife said this all would be funny. You came back home in a week. You turned 22 and we'd celebrate you in a bar or a tent by the creek. Your baby would just about be here. Your very last tour would be up, but you won't be back there all dressing in black, drinking sweet tea and styrofoam cups. Mamas and grandmamas love you. American boys hate to lose. You never planned on the bombs in the sand, or sleeping in your dress blues. Now the high school gymnasium's ready, full of flowers and old legionnaires. Nobody showed up to protest, they just sniffled and stared. There's red, white, and blue in the rafters. There's silent old men from the Corps. What did they say when they shipped you away to give all in some god-awful war? Nobody here could forget you. Showed us what we had to lose. You never planned on the bombs in the sand.
A word from our judge.
Well, with these top two steers,